Hey, a lot of people are excited about this. The Pink Floyd at Pompeii 2LP, first time on vinyl. This was recorded live at Pompeii in the Roman Amphitheater there in October 71. And also, someone in the know, answer us in the comments, why does it say 72 there? But we've got lots of them on vinyl, also dual CD and Blu-ray. And if you've requested it or pre-ordered it, we've contacted you, and there's a huge pile on the hold shelf. But if we haven't, and you did, let us know immediately, because we know for sure this is going to sell out. It's amazing stuff. And speaking of amazing, Saucy Lady and Yuki. Of course, that stands for Yuki Hero, but here in the Rudy's building, we use that word every day for something else. But this is a soft swing groover. These fresh covers of a 1982 disco track by LA's Click with a K and a QUE. And features a vocal duet with DJ Saucy Lady, friend of the store, and just amazing DJ, musician, and a lot of other things, along with top-rung British soul pioneer Omar Lye-Fook. There's some soft plush funk factions and gold ring house heavies seeding the boogie grooves that move with smooth vibey nightlife starlight and promise. This is an absolutely killer top dog 12-inch layered with live strings, full brass, the Moog. There's actually an Oberon synth on here too, which is pretty killer, and Curtis Williams from Kool and the Gang, and the production was both in the USA and Japan, so basically we highly recommend it. Tom Waits, don't see this album coming up. Here's an original one, and Willis Allen Ramsey, 72 Country. And what's interesting is that first track, The Ballad of Spider John, is recorded just under 2 years later by good old Mr. Jimmy Buffet on Living and Dying in 3/4 time. We've also got pretty huge, speaking of the mothers, a pretty huge Zappa drop in the new arrival bins, so check those out. And people have been asking for Rush, so have at it. Here's some classic Rush, the name of the album, Tom Rush, of course, and we got the other Rush here from 74, the original Inner as well, and you got to look there. Special thanks there to Donna Halper of WMMS, because of course that's what made the whole Rush magic happen right here in Cleveland back when radio meant something. And we got Small Black, been selling these as we've been unboxing them even before we put them out. This is deluxe 2LP special issue of their original EP from years ago. It was always meant to be an LP, and here it is. There's rarities, remixes, a 23-minute collage documenting the 2009 birth of Chillwave, and there's a special photo book in here. It's a complete record of textured ghost hour pop, low-wave dream beat, whose DIY Casio beats, jangle melodies, and harmonic vocals sometimes summon Book of Love, Depeche Mode, and modern English in very pleasant echolalia of the now-gone dewdrop 80s, going full wistful 1,000 times over. And speaking of which, Todd Haido, one of the greatest living photographers, he just sent us this, and we are truly honored because his work is in the Smithsonian, it's in the Whitney Museum, the Guggenheim, the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art, and probably every other great museum of record right now. Also here at the current year, we're going to get this framed, but he was actually born right here down 480 in Kent, Ohio, and he is truly incredible. Just look him up online. His photos capture not only the atmosphere, but they capture the air of the scene. You can actually always just feel the moisture in the air from it, and the colors, mostly medium format, very inspiring. Bob James H. Representing the hot dog there on that contemporary smooth jazz. Always love our Bob James. Of course, it's ultrasonically cleaned. And from Germany, Fever. This is a cool 10-inch. There's a lot of R&B, soul, exotica, swing, popcorn shakers here, but it's all that song, Fever. You've heard it, Elvis. You've heard the Cramps do it. You've heard Peggy Lee. But here's a lot more artists here. And this is just excellent stuff. And we got this whole series going from Trash Can Records. This one, the first one, Wild Safari. It's a 10-inch. It's all soft jungle beats, Latin spicings, and big mambo madness. It's a Rare Groove Exotica series intro comp, and some of these 7 inches, if you can find them, they're hundreds of bucks here, but they're all sultry Afro jazz singles, quadratic jazz exotics, and vibraphonic boogaloo with midnight smoke leanings and percussive Congo grooves, including there's a dirty tequila on here and a California jungle surf. And number 2, this one's kind of spooky. It's a gloomy good walk down in Weirdsville with monster mashic popcorn shakers and blues walkers. The sound of the freak and the ghoul from the grimoire rocking through jazzberry nights with grave grinders and swing sliders, including a lost track from Lorraine's good old Ralph Flanagan, who ended up in Miami, actually. And number 7, Hello Earth People. Out from outer space, it's exotica facing space age jive joint rockers, most from mega rare one-off 45s, most from the late 50s, early 60s, lost to the dust and the rust, now hundreds of bucks, flute spell and vibe rock, curtain crawlers and carburetor kick and snake charmer specials. This is a good mash of mod jazz, lo-fi, spook surf, and rare groove rockabilly. And Ralph Towner, not to be confused with Robin Trower, but this is all good guitar jazz here in the good old Tangerine Dream here from 75 and some old surf from 64. It's the T-Bones. And doing this almost a decade later, getting into the surf sound and go-go stuff with even a touch of jazz funk are the Routers from 74. And another little note too, Brothers Antiques North over there on Pearl Road, up the street, not too far in Medina, right on the edge of Brunswick. They're open 7 days a week. A lot of cool antiques, a lot of cool stuff there. We definitely love them, and we're just going to promote them because you just got to. We got some psychedelic folk pop here from 1970, Richard Twice and Paul Horn, some more classic jazz funk from 74, and Duran Duran, picture disc from the Strange Behavior tour of 87, 87. This is an Italian pressed record, and we got, of course, Dreamboat Annie Hart. Most of these are Canadian pressed because Mushroom Records, the original label, was. The Electra Playback System. This is a cool calibration record, and it's unlike others. This shiny 10-inch, if you hold it to the light, there's something that almost looks like the tip of an old fountain pen on the vinyl, and it's a really cool optical illusion, but people collect this. And George Clanton, 100% Electronica, the record that started the label. Hold this up to a mirror to get a cool special message. This is the 10-year anniversary neon green splatter vinyl of an original voice with an original sound that tapped and touched the phone generation, melting warm, solid-state beats, melted copper moments, and hypergogic butterflies like vaporwave and coatings of familiar 80s pop barbershop radio with tight tetrahedral unfolding psychedelic synths bubbling brightly, baritone black licorice vocalisms, meeting out a characteristic voice in modern music. And he's going to be right up the street over at the Roxy in about a week, so you definitely want to go to that show to see one of the legends of our time. And FM, Skyline, and Equip, two vaporwave supergroups coming together to make music too. This is kind of like a neo-90s arcade glitter game soundtrack with flutter fanfares, fog machine rollouts, food court fantasia founts, and midway magics with cathode sprawl overtures, raster gardens, blooming 16-color laser rains, escalator acid jazz, and video game landscape shakedown planes. We also got it on cassette, so come on out to the current year. Check out tcyshop.com for 24/7 shopping right to your door. We are here Friday and Saturday 11 to 6, so come on down.